This video is an explanation for part 2 of Oedipus Rex, which goes from line 259 to 335. So at this point, we have the messenger show up, and what's important is when we get to line 265, this messenger has come to tell Oedipus that the man he believes is his father, which we know is his adopted father, Polybus, has died, and Oedipus has been selected to be their new king. Remember, again, Oedipus was from Corinth, and he is also already the king of Thebes, but this news has come to him. So what's also important is line 286, where you see Oedipus really confirm that Polybus is dead and how he died. We know that he died from sickness and disease. So you see these lines that say, ha ha. And this brings us back to kind of like the longer story or narrative of the prophecy, where Oedipus at this point believes that he was able to escape the fate of killing his father because his dad died and he was not involved in that. So, seeing these words, haha, does not mean that he didn't care about his father, but just like he's kind of laughing in the face of fate. So moving on, we have line 300, where the messenger really says this line, because Polybus was no kin to you in blood. The messenger reveals that kin is about family, so they're not actually related. And so why is this line so important? This is a moment of starting to uncover the revelation that Oedipus is about to make. And so there's little pieces of truth that are trickling in at this point. And so going with that, the messenger down on 304, he begins to tell his story. So something to note is this is with these extra characters with the messenger, this is a point where you can easily become confused. So keeping people straight is important here. But what's important is that the messenger at the time, when Oedipus was a child, he was a shepherd. So he would go up and down these hillsides with his flock of sheep. And all of a sudden, he stumbles upon this baby. Looking at line 310, we learn that the baby had his ankles tied and pierced. And so that is how they came to name him Oedipus, which means swollen foot. So this line, as Jocasta is within this conversation, there's this question, why ask of whom he spoke? Don't give it heed, I beg you, do not hunt this out, I beg you. She's saying these lines to Oedipus. So the important part here is, who knows the truth at this point? Is it Jocasta? Is it Oedipus? Only one knows the truth, and only one is confused. So what's important for you to do here is to explain the intention of Jocasta's line. Why does she say, I beg you, do not hunt this out? Why is she asking Oedipus that? There's a lot of room for interpretation because it's not clear why, but it's a place where you definitely can take an academic risk. And then we're going to end here with 335, where Jocasta says, "Oh, Oedipus, unhappy Oedipus." So what is the significance of that line? Why does she call him unhappy? And then why does she say, this is the last thing that I shall ever call you? It's important to really make sure that you kind of circle back to this after you read the rest of the play.